In this video I want to show you how to add a search capability to your website. Now there are probably lots of different ways that you could do this, but I use a piece of software which is called Zoom Search Engine to do it. So we'll use this as an example of the general approach that you might have. So first of all, let's see the search in operation. This is the website we've been working on. So if we click the search button, a search page gets displayed. So it's pretty obvious how this works. If we just type in something we want to search for, and then click on submit, it returns all of the results. In this case there's just one. So if we click on that, okay, so how does it work? Well, I've drawn this little diagram to try and explain it. What you do is you run the Zoom search engine software, and it goes to your website and it pulls down all of the web pages and it builds the index information that it's going to need to provide the search facility. It then uploads the index information to your web server together with a search script which will run on the web server and do all the work of pulling out the results. So when you use it on the search page, you would enter the search text that would get sent to the web server. The search script would run, and then the results would be returned to the web browser and displayed on the search page. So let's quickly take a look at the Zoom search engine software so you can see how easy it is to use. You run it and tell it that you want to create a search engine for an online website. You provide it with the URL of your website. You tell it what type of files you want it to index. In our case it's just HTML files. You tell it the scripting platform. This is a little technicality that you might have to sort out. Ours is ASP. And then you tell it where you want it to put the index information on your local computer. And it runs, and what it's doing now is pulling down every web page from your website and going through it and creating an index so that it can provide the search facility. So now it's asking if I want it to upload these files to the website. Well, obviously you would do. So now it needs the FTP credentials that give access to the website. So these have been entered, and these are exactly the same as the ones that you would use within ViziGen-Page. So I just click on the upload button, and now it's using FTP to transfer everything up to the web server. And this is the index information and the script that's required to provide the search capability. There it is, it's done it. Okay, so how do we access and use that search capability? If we go into ViziGen-Page and we take a look at one of our templates, you can see that we have a search button. So let's examine the details for that. What you have to do is make it an external link and make it linked to search.asp. This is the Zoom search script. So it will be the URL of your website followed by search.asp. But if you're on a different scripting platform it might not be exactly the same as that, but if you're just using simple ASP, then that's all that you need to do. So what this means is that when this search button is clicked, it will go to this URL and it will run search.asp. We needn't worry about what that is. So what search.asp does is it uses a template that we provide for the page that gets displayed. The best thing to do is just to take a look at it. So this is the template that we provide, and you can see that it's called search_template.html, and the Zoom script will access this and use it as the basis for the page that gets displayed. So we have a look at it in the page designer. It's quite simple, but it's got our basic page layout, and all that it really has is this text box with the word search in. If we go to the page tree, this is the search text box, and underneath we have to insert an HTML block which contains this special Zoom code, and Zoom uses this and it replaces it with the things that it needs, the text box for the search terms and the results. So that's all that you'd have to do to introduce a search capability into your website. But if we have a look at the search facility one more time, we'll just refresh that page. We'll go back into the search. You can see that this is unstyled, and the reason for that is that the last thing we did was to run the Zoom search engine, and it uploaded all of its files to our web server, and one of the things it did was to overwrite the template. So after having run Zoom, we have to go back into ViziGen-Page and upload our template again. So there it is, it's uploaded the template. So if we go back in here and do refresh, you can see that we've got something that's more like what we want. And that's about it.